Hi everyone, and
Hi.
welcome to another Gladly movie review. We've just come back from watching Disney Pixar's Onward.
Yes, but quick rundown of the plot. So we follow two brothers who are elves called Ian and Barley Lightfoot. In this former world of mythology and wizardry, Ian casts a spell to bring their father back from the dead. Problem is, Ian only completed half the spell. So the two brothers have to go on a quest to find a stone to complete the rest of the spell to bring their father back from the dead for one more day.
Aww. So let's begin with some amazing good points.
So I really liked this whole sort of world where basically you learn that the mythology and fantasy, because there's quite a few sort of mythical creatures sort of roaming around the world,
Yeah.
and basically technology has kind of got in the way.
Yeah, you see how it's moved along with the times, how everything used to be really, practical, and then obviously electricity, computers. But yeah, it was quite relevant to how we are now as a community and as a country and as a world.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's sort of definitely a nice reflection there because I
Yeah.
imagine that sort of in medieval times with all the stories that they used to tell, and now they've kind of
Like
pretty much disappeared.
yeah,
really,
like washed away.
Yeah.
But it was nice to see all the fun characters like trolls and unicorns and all kinds of amazing things that you could ever imagine. Got to say as well, didn't ever doubt it, but the animation was fantastic.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't going to
absolutely.
question it. I knew it was going to be good. But yeah, it was really nice to see, and it was just beautiful and colourful to look at as well, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
I think the two brothers, their characters really gelled quite well. I love Chris Pratt and I love Tom Holland, and I think together they really work. I liked the story between them two. Tom Holland's character was quite, he was not very confident. Struggled to make friends at school, whereas his brother was a bit more
Boisterous,
outgoing.
really, yeah.
So you could see the differences there, and that kind of built through the film as well. So that was really nice to see.
Yeah, it was really touching.
Yeah.
It would have been quite funny if Chris Pratt and Tom Holland got the casting of this in the sort of the wrap up of Avengers Endgame because they weren't really in that much. And I could just imagine them heading off to the party, and then some producer from Disney went, "Hey, whoa, where are you two going? You've got some work to do. You're going to voice these two in this film."
Yeah, and they looked like the characters as well, which was weird. And I
yeah,
thought that
yeah.
was. I always think that's nice though, because I always see that in the other Disney Pixar's as well. So I thought that was really good. But yeah, I think together it was nice to see their relationship build as brothers, which I think is quite common in the nowadays world as well.
I would also have to mention the character of the Manticore. And it just reminded me, if anyone remembers the 80s cartoon, The Wuzzles, it reminded me so much of Bumbleian. I kind of hope that was kind of an inspiration from one of the character developers for this film.
I think she was the perfect cast for that character as well. She was very, very funny as well.
So the only nitpick for me really was it got to a point where it started to dip, which always happens in most films, but it was one of those where you're either going to stick to it or you're going to check out. And I can imagine some kids might checking out on this one.
Yeah, I could see a few kids getting fidgety, but I think that was probably just kids being kids. I do agree. I think it did have a little bit of a dip in the middle. It's not an overly long film. It's about an hour and 45 minutes, but I did find myself kind of as I do, I always look around the cinema and just think, oh, I wonder what time it is. I was like that for probably about 10-15 minutes, which I don't think is too long.
Yeah.
And then as it got to the last half, it really started to pick up.
Absolutely,
and it started to get really funny as well. And I really struggle sometimes with humour, and I just found myself sat there and just like smiling to myself, and I was just like, this is actually quite funny. And yeah, I was quite surprised at that because I wasn't expecting that. So,
yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think the second half was better than the first half,
yeah,
but
definitely.
obviously you need the first half to build it all up, really.
Yeah, I think by the second half, the ball was just like really quickly rolling,
Absolutely,
wasn't it?
yeah. And it didn't feel too rushed either.
No. So just to wrap it up, it's a 7 out of 10 for me. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was really great and entertaining. The kids were getting really invested. They were all jumping up and shouting at the screen.
Absolutely.
There were some amazing hidden messages in there as well about family and looking out for each other. So I thought that was really nice. And yeah, just entertained.
Yeah, I agree. It's a 7 for me. Thoroughly entertained. We'll quite happily watch it again, and I'm pretty sure kids will love this too. But what do you guys think? Put it along on the comment section below. And where does it rank in your order of best to worst Pixar films? Again, pop that in the comments. Thanks very much for watching this review as always, guys. Please hit the like button and don't forget to share and subscribe. And we'll see you again soon for some more movie reviews and some special events happening for us.
Yeah, we've got a few events coming up in the next couple of weeks. We're not going to give anything away at the moment, but please stay tuned because it's going to be very exciting and we're very excited.
Yes, very much so. But until then, we'll see you soon. Bye.